Okay, we're back with the aerial yoga play prenatal training. And wanted to show you guys a new variation that I'm calling the low flow. And it is bringing the swing all the way down so we can practice on the ground, which is super exciting. So we're going to take the swing off and we're going to bring it all the way down to the very bottom one. So we're going to remove the leg loop. And the leg loop is actually going to transition onto the handhold. So we're going to put the swing on the very last one. Okay, great. And then we're just going to put the leg loop down here. And we're going to do that on the other side too. So this is like super low. And we can always bring it up and try the next notch up, but we're going to try all the way down on the ground first and see if we like it. And then if we don't like it, we can always mix it up. Okay, and this has been really fun to play on the ground. It's great for anybody who, for one, feels a little nervous being in the air. For two, doesn't like the pressure under the arms. And for three, feels like the body weight, like their weight being supported in the swing just isn't very comfortable and they want their weight half supported by the ground. Okay, great. Yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to back all the way up. So there's tension on the swing. And then we're going to come in nice and low. Come in nice and low. There we go. All right. So once we have the swing right behind the heart, I like to just start out straight away in swing bata. And then in the swing bata, we can hold on to the swing with our arms and do the same lift that we did before, or we can just use our forearm press too. But our bum is just gently touching the ground, right? Can you see how when you're engaged, there's less weight, but if you relax, there's more weight? Okay, great. So from here, you can do just a gentle side body stretch and twist open. You can also use your chilaxin arms if that feels good. I'm open to suggestions if you wanted to try something here, but isn't this nice?
This feels good.
Yeah, this feels good. This would be our very gentle yin version of reality. But let's just go ahead and try the other poses that we have done in the swing. So we're going to come back to using the leg loops. Let's go ahead and use them one at a time like we did before. I'm going to keep my one foot in like the half Konasana, and I'm just going to wag the tail. Yeah, beautiful. And if it is too low for some of my friends, you could bring it up one, so you'd be floating just a little bit. There's a lot of different variations there. And then we can come into our pigeon. We bend it in. Yeah. Now, if this is too much, you can always plant your foot on the ground and bend the knee so that your foot is on the knee. Yeah, see if you like how that feels. Yeah, it's a great stretch through the hip here. And then this is a bigger stretch, but we're going to try it like we did before. So we're going to hold on to the leg loop with our right hand. We're going to turn it over into a quad stretch, and then we're kind of in a pigeon pose, so like more of a traditional pigeon pose, right? So see how that feels. It might be a little too much of an arch, you know, I like to hook my elbow, but if that's too much of an arch, you can kind of extend too. Awesome. So yeah, so it's doing pigeon on the ground, but with like way more support. Yeah. Right? It actually feels really good to me. And then you can just sink your hips back gently and pull that knee up and back around. And then we're going to switch sides, right? So let's go through floating Buddha. So both feet hooked. And then once both feet are hooked, we're going to release the right. Just plant it down into a half Buddha. And once we're here, I usually just hold on to the leg loop or bring it up so it doesn't flop. Like if it's windy, I'll just like slide it up onto my tricep, which is kind of fun. Keep that on. There we go. And then I wag the tail. So just let my foot explore in the space. And even here, if I wanted to practice doing some core exercises that are really gentle, I could pick up my right leg and play with straight legs, lifting. Now, we don't want to do so much abdominal that we don't let the belly expand, but we don't want to do zero abdominals where the belly expands too much, right? So diastasis is a thing where your stomach muscles spread and don't come back together after the baby. So we don't want to lose the abdominal wall altogether, which is like a thing. So let's bend the knee out to the side, grab for the left foot or wherever you can reach for pigeon. You can rock the baby here, which is kind of nice. When you're on the ground, there's like a little bit more relief. And then you can also plant the foot and bend the knee up towards the sky and let the left ankle bone rest there. And I like this one too because it allows me to kind of massage out my glute on the ground. Doing a little bit of self yoga massage action. And it's a nice side body stretch. Okay, we're gonna hold on to the swing with the right hand, keep holding on with the left. I'm gonna come back into a half boot on the right side, and then I'm gonna turn it over for a pigeon pose with a bent knee. Okay, now in this position, I like to hook my elbow, but that might be too much of an arch for the lower body. So go ahead and extend keep holding on with your left hand. Your left is towards me. We're teaching backwards. There you go. So you don't ever want to let go of your hooks. That is one of the important cues for making sure that you have support. There you go. And then the foot points up towards the sky a little bit more. Yes, just roll the hip down towards the ground. That's it. Beautiful. All right. Then you just sink your hips back and pull the knee in and then extend the leg. Give it a little hop if you need. Really good. And then we're going to get both leg loops on. And once we have both leg loops on, we're going to float a little bit, right? To float, you just kind of lean back. Chillax and arms support the head. There you go. And we're in our windshield wipers. There you go. So I'm still kind of, my bum is still grazing the ground.
Barely.
Yeah. You can push your hips up to float more, or you can let your hips sink down to touch down. See if it feels good. Awesome. Really fun. Okay, and the same thing here. Let's go through the whole floating Buddha sequence that we just learned. So there was the swing, Baddha Baddha, swing Baddha Konasana. I like to reach around and hold on to the leg loops as high as I can, and then lift the hips and lean back for a flying monkey. See if that feels good. Exhale, go ahead and sink the hips back down. Inhale, lift straight arms. That looks great. Arch from the upper back. Exhale, sink the hips straight down. That's it. Inhale, lift. Beautiful. So let's go ahead and sink the hips straight down. Let's open it up. Superstar. Shake it out. Shake, shake, shake. And then we're going to go into our namaste. So we're going to bring our hands together at the heart. We're going to press the hips up, and we're just going to gently lean back. Maybe our head touches the ground, maybe not. And then we're going to sink the hips back down and try it one more time. Beautiful. That looks really good. Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
So nice to be close to the ground. It's like, so supportive. And sink the hips down. We're going to do one more. We're going to inhale, reach up and grab for the swing. Holding on. Maybe the head touches the ground. Maybe it doesn't. Push the hips up. Let that feel good. And bicep curl up to sit. All right, so we have one more to do, which was our wow. The wow pose is where we hold on to the leg loops as high as possible. We do our little bicep curls, which are kind of hard in preparation. So you want to pull with the heart. So you're pushing your hips forward. You want to pull with the heart forward. Yeah, like that. So I'm actually pulling my chest forward, like my spine stays in a straight line. They're still hard, yeah. That doesn't make it easier. That's just the alignment principle. And then we're going to lean back and lift straight up. Exhale, sink the hips down. Lean back and
they have a good name. Wow.
This is the wow. Or inverted W, but we're not actually inverting, so we're just doing the wow. Doing the wow. Okay, great. Go ahead and release the hands. Shake it out. Superstar. Shake, shake, shake. Go back to chillaxing arms. Let's end with our windshield wipers. Once again, either bum touching down or just very gently floating on the ground. You go through a whole pigeon sequence again here, but we're going to keep it chill since I feel like we've done a ton of pigeons and hip openers. We will come back to our chillaxing sequence, and we're floating, and we're going to get into our lunge positions. Do our lunges, and that's going to be the end of our yoga translations 1 through 4, and then we have some really great restorative practices to add on for you for the prenatal. So we'll be back in just a few moments here with the aerial yoga play, prenatal, Eric's specialty training. And to come on out, just gently release one leg loop at a time. I do like to hold on to the swing. You can actually just come to a cross-legged position and release it too if you want to stay on the ground. But if you do have the swing behind your back, you're just going to walk back, bicep curl, come up, just keeping tension on the swing. Okay, you can find out more about the training at aerialyogaplay.com. We'll be right back. Thank you.